Hi Leo, my Ascendant brothers and sisters. Welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your Sun, Moon and Ascendant sign. Remember, they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have, if you are a continuum subby, you know Rafi loves you. Okay, so you've got two because they flip themselves upside down. If you are a new subby, if you're just passing through, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. So you have the Empress and the Judgment card. So both of these cards flip themselves upside down when I was shuffling. This could be a reconnection to an important woman in your life in some regard. This could be a familial or ancestral tie of some sort that comes forward. And for a lot of you, this is likely to be a change of environment and the beginning of your personal glow up. So in all of these different areas of life, you are about to get an upgrade in the best kind of way, right? Love this. So for your... I've already done that. For your actions and options, bam! Oh, look at this. You've got the Sun card, right? So not only are your actions sort of divinely guided this week, but they are blessed. Remember, the Sun card is light, heat, vitality, joy, happiness, abundance, and this enhances your blessings and it diminishes your challenges. If you have a situation that is requiring paperwork or is going to be a very big change for you in some regard, let's say you're incorporating a business, let's say you're buying a home, let's say you are, what else? Let's say you're changing jobs, right? Something that would be like a really big deal for you. This week, this combination of cards suggests that not only does it go ahead in your favor, but it's likely to move way quicker than you anticipate. So this could be very, very exciting. In terms of the options that are available to you, what do you want, right? If you could ask the universe for anything at this moment in time, something that is, within the realm of possibility, what would you ask for? This is wish territory, right? I love this. Now, for your communications and conversations, you've got the Page of Wands. Now, this is communications, it's conversations. It is, obviously, your communications are brilliant this week and they really hit. Like this week, you will find that your words have that much more weight, but also you'll find the laughter this week. You'll find the joy. The joy will come back to you. Now, what I can also tell you is the Page of Wands is one of those cards that usually represents a very physical letter and or document of some sort. Now, if you are waiting on an acceptance letter, let's say you applied to a college or a school, you applied to the dream job or something of that nature, wherever it is that you're waiting for an official document or some form of paperwork, you will get it, right? This week it will show up, and look at the cards that you have. There are glow ups here in so many ways. Now, when it comes to your those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, if you've applied for something internal within your institution of learning, this is good news. If you have applied to get into a certain college, etc., this is wonderful, right? You're a shoo-in, basically. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, if you've gone for a promotion, if you have asked for new responsibilities, or you've decided to make a lateral move within your company, this bodes very, very well for you. I wouldn't be surprised as well if a lot of you are given extra or new responsibilities this week. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, love this, because it means that something about your business is expanding. You're getting an offer or an opportunity of some sort that's going to be made official this week. And when it is, I think you are going to be not only pleasantly surprised, I think you'll be blown away at what comes through for you. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, your Page of Wands here This might be paperwork, documents that you've been working on in the background, something that you've been crafting. For those of you that are writers, for those of you that are, you know, writing, speaking, public speakers, etc., all of that, this is lovely because it means that your words finally reach the right person in order for them to reach the masses or the people. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a book deal on the horizon for some of you. This could be amazing. For your love and relations, you've got the Ten of Wands. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, especially those of you that have had problems in your relationship, that Ten of Wands sees you reaching a more even keel. But I am going to say, when it comes to the partnership, it's really important this week that you draw the line and kind of say to your partner, listen, don't talk at me, talk to me. All right. Now, the other way that this could also potentially show up is something that you have to say to a partner, they might not be ready to hear. All right. And so if you get flat out refusal or they start kicking up a fuss or whatever, it's not personal. It's just that the words that you're using or the words that you're saying, they probably know that it's right, but it's kind of creating that cognitive dissonance for them. Right. Now, for those of you that are single and are looking, it will probably be on your travels or potentially in the place of new work, potentially in the place of a new home, possibly just somebody who is passing through your hometown or the place that you live, let's say, that absolutely blows your socks off. Either which way, the problems or the challenges or the burdens of being single for the Leos, this week they will start to lift. When it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Five of Cups. So something that you have put money into or paid out, or maybe something that you really want or desire, you might realize this week it's like, oh crap, this is going to cost me way more than I anticipated or expected. Usually the Five of Cups is like an unanticipated expense. It usually shows up sort of very much like, oh crap, you know, I've got this to do. Because you've got the Judgment card here, for some of you, this might show up as an old debt. It could be an old debt, something that you haven't paid, something that you didn't realize needed to be paid or you thought you had. Or maybe this happened to me actually last year. So I had paid all of my payments on the iPad that I bought actually. And what I didn't realize is that when I closed that account down, there was like some, and it was like minute, this sort of tiny outstanding, I think it was like £5. And because it was showing up on my credit score every month for like nearly a year, what I didn't realize is that it had been destroying my credit score. I was like, why is it going down? Like, it was nuts. So I ended up having to call them. It was like this whole hoo-ha, and I threatened them. You know, I used some very harsh words and said to them, listen, you better get it sorted. They did actually get it sorted, and I actually, not only did I get reimbursed, but they fixed, or they wrote to the credit score people on my behalf and had the whole thing adjusted. But watch out for that this week, because it could be something like that. So if you're noticing like a score going down, or you're noticing something doesn't really add up, it's because there's something from the past that you think has been sorted or closed down but hasn't properly. All right, so watch out for that. And I say that because the Judgment card is the blast from the past. The Five of Cups is, you know, it's in the money sector, it's a loss of some sort. So it's a loss or a debt of some sort that you're, you know, that could be creating more problems that you aren't even aware of at this point. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Five of Cups, watch out for overindulgence this week, especially because you've got the Empress. If you're going to drink to your heart's content, but find a way to manage how much you're drinking, because you could really go overboard this week. When it comes to your home and environment, that Five of Cups, maybe, just maybe, you're starting to realize that actually the place that you're living in is no longer viable or is no longer for you. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? It comes opposite the Ten of Wands. And it might be that the reason that you're sad about this is because you really like the place that you're in, but you're like, you know what, it's time to move forward, all right? So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.